scissors. By delivering into a vulnerable spots, this can definitely help you out taking down any opponent you want. Scissors are one of a kind. Though the only weak spot is definitely it's not gonna last with you forever. This is the only con throughout anything I can imagine for it. Throughout my experience, scissors are great. It only depends if it has sharp edges or not. The one I have right here is not pretty much, but still can deliver great blows. Number two, stainless steel bottle. From ranging for any like steel like materials can definitely deliver a headbutt to their heads. Now keep in mind the only thing you should focus on is that it should be stainless steel. It will be delivered much stronger and yet much harder to your opponent. In emergency where you can't carry anything but you do carry a bottle, in that case just aim to their vulnerable spots, and the most weakest spot is of course the testicles. So please give your best shot at their balls. Number three on our list are pen or pencil. Straight to your opponent, attacking or striking with your opponent with the pen or pencil are one of a kind. And let's just say you carry around only a pen, then in that situation, a pen can only be great in one occasion, at vulnerable spots like the neck or the eye. And if it's possible enough to shove it in their ear with all of your force, that way you can stun them. And it depends how sharp the edges they are. The one I have is not that pointy, but the sharper they are, the better. So yeah, but still, you can find one of those Amazon stainless steel ones where they're specifically meant for striking and thrusting. But in the end of the day, pen are one of a kind, and yes, by delivering in their vulnerable spots, that way you can save your day. Number four on our list are belts, specifically the one that has a great buckle. A stainless steel buckle can really, really be a great whip. As a weapon, though, it is great also. It is more like a multi-tool. And in addition to that, you can actually choke it. You can choke someone with it. And that's the great part about it. Though the only point I want to point out on the buckle specifically that has more infrastructure or whatever, though if it's shaped like a skull or whatever, well, the only point is that it must be thick. The one I have is like a couple centimeters, and that's it really. You can deliver a really strong blow. In a situation where there's no weapons, this thing can whip their asses. And if it's possible enough, aim at the balls. Number five on our list is completely kind of strange, honestly. When you're doing jumping jacks or whatever, this sport rope thing, yeah, you can use it as a weapon. The only thing you can use it though is for choking. You can only choke your opponent. Any other way, you can just hit them with a whip. You can whip their back, their eyes, and if you're skillful enough to hit them in the balls, then yeah, you're winning the game. But in the end, this is great for choking, and if it's enough to hang them, you'll win the game easily. An easy vitality, easy peasy. All right, number six on our list, wood curving. Now this right here, where let's just say you can't buy a knife, which is it's not a real thing, but you can always buy a knife for every single time, for every situation. And speaking of knives, let's just say you don't have a knife or you live in a country where it's completely restricted, then this thing right here can definitely help you. Let's just say you already have one at your home and you don't really use it at all. Well, this thing is one of a kind. What can I do with that exactly? You can actually aim at a vulnerable spot, a very common spot like the neck, eyes, and if it's possible enough, at their veins, their wrists. So yeah, you cannot really stab with it, but you can still deliver slashes, and you can penetrate their eyes with this thing. Throughout my experience and how I tried in a couple ways with this thing, it was actually great, honestly. I also hurt myself a couple times for being sharp. But the only thing I want to point out is that if you want to make it even sharper, you just need to break a couple edges here and there, and that way, and here we go, and there you go. you get yourself a sharp curving tool. In case if you don't have a knife. Seven on our list is, as you guessed it, no, of course you did not expect that, but who gives a shit? Anyways, it's your smartphone. Let me explain. Hold on. Don't be mad at me on the comment section. You're telling me, but Doggo, how is this gonna be very great for self-defense? Shut the fuck up. Let me tell you. Let me explain for you. Sit down. It'll be a very short explanation. Now, this thing here, light here, what you're seeing is your smartphone. Your daily carrying, right? So, all right. See, you can actually use it for, jabbing. There, you can just strike it at their neck. That way you can just, I personally just tried it on myself a couple of times. It really, don't try it. And I'm serious. Don't try it. It really hurts. All right? And yeah, that's really it. And some of phones like the S23 Plus, Samsung specifically, do carry actually pens like these. And so what I like about it, they are pointy enough. They're like, they can literally be like sting. You can literally stink your enemies, your opponent, or whoever you hate. You get idea. But the pens in the phone specifically can really do much enough. And if you don't want to risk your phone, you can just use the pen. And if you don't want to risk your phone or nor the pen, use your fist. And you don't want to break your fist, spit at their face. And you don't want to spit on their face, kick in their balls. And you end the fight easily. Okay. Number 8 in our list is a complete smashable one. Let's just say smashable. And that is chair. Okay, maybe it sounds a little bit common enough, right? No, let's just say you're really pissed at playing Call of Duty. Let's just say you're pissed because someone cheated on you. Well, let's just say bring a chair, any portable chair. It won't matter what chair. But if it's black, then it gives you a stronger luck because you're black, and I love black people. Anyway, joke aside, you can just hit them with a chair. And that way, you win the game. And if you're lucky enough to hit in the balls, you'll win the game. Now, listen up. What I like about it is that it can stand down, you masterpiece. Anyways, what I like about a really black chairs specifically are they are great for defense and striking. How can you defend yourself with a chair? Simple enough. And if you're like me, using swords and being completely, absolutely weak, you can just carry as a shield some way, like a buckle shield or so, and carry another with the other hand being a sword. So yeah, I'm not gonna explain your fantasies. I like realities. And yes, 8 on our list are chairs, and you can deliver a strong strike. And if you watch WWE enough, then you know how deadly this can be. Number 9, perfume. Now these are more great for being stunned, but if it's possibly made out of a great material or strong material, then yes, it'll be the same as a phone, aim at vulnerable spots, and specifically the balls. And yeah, and what I like about it, they smell good. Here we go. So yeah, this thing actually is a one of a kind. Honestly, you can stun your enemy by freshing their eyes. Give them some fresh air. Why the hell not? They like some smelly stuff. But as long as it's contain a great strong alcohol, then yeah, it can definitely do harmful enough. And yeah, you can it is a stun weapon. Keep in mind, it's more for stunning. Give yourself a chance, spray in their eyes, and you win. You don't really win, you just give yourself a chance, that's all really. And yeah, let's just say you don't really have a pepper spray. Use a perfume if you have one of them already in your pack. Number 10. Alright, we've reached 10 so far, and it's not big of a surprise. We've seen it a couple times, and what you're seeing in my hand, which you cannot see because I'm wearing all black, neckties. Now, how the fuck can I use as a necktie, Mr. Dark Lord? Well, I asked myself the same question as you asked, and my dear viewer. That is, you can use it as a choking way, or you can cover your hands with it, and which you could cover your fists. Sorry, excuse me, and use it more like a way to cover the vulnerable spots of the, of the knuckles, your knuckles specifically, and the fist. That way you can, it won't last though. Keep in mind, it might be comfortable for, punching out your opponent, but it won't like last forever. Keep in mind, it's only for a short period of comfortability, and yeah, this is really much with it. Yeah, it's in the end, it's a necktie. It's not like fucking. Number 711. Gotcha. Yeah, what you're seeing here, which I suppose, alright, I should not expose it very early, but yeah, it's a freaking paintbrush. How the hell I can use that? Well, it's the same as a pen, your phone. It's just similar to a pen, like we mentioned in our list, and which it's just, aim at it won't work on the neck. It's only going to hurt. So you gotta aim with it only in the eyes. So keep in mind, in the eyes, there's always a window. When we break the window, they can't see shit. So I wanna clarify that. Aim in the eyes, all right? Brush their eyes, stun their eyes, stab their eyes. I don't know what the hell you want me to use the rhythm there, but just stab their eyes, and you'll actually eventually give yourself the upper hand. 12. Yep, you heard me right. We reached number 12. Okay, so what is number 12? You know what's number 12? No? Bags. Specifically any bag. It won't matter. But the only thing it matters is how heavy it could be. You see, it's gonna be more like a mace or so. You're delivering the, chain mace. Chain mace? Yeah, it will be similar to that. So basically, putting all this heavy stuff in it, if it's possible what you can carry with it, and if it's anything breakable, just pull it out, all right? Then all you gotta do is swing in their heads, and that way you get yourself a weapon. Yeah, my grandma used to hit me 10 times and always, buries me alive. I don't know how she did that, but I came out alive. But anyway, another number 12 on our list is definitely a bag. Yes, it's not really great that much, and only for short periods. Number. Sorry, I did not. It was very unnecessary. Anyway, yeah, number 13. Listen up. We got a very special thing. Now, the one I have has like a handheld for boxing, but trust me, it works all the time with me. Number 13 on our list is Boombox. What's a boombox? It's a freaking Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, the one I have it's a handheld Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, get ready to pair your enemies with a fist in their face. Now, what I like about this is you can punch your enemy with it. That's what I love about this thing. I had this for years, and actually, it's from iBrand. I don't know who the fuck is iBrand. So many Chinese around it nowadays. But in the end of the day, this thing, if you found something similar to this design, in a short explanation, yeah, it actually will work, all right? And if you don't really care about much, if you're careless like as me, then yeah, this thing, can deliver a punch, but it's not that comfortable. This is the only cons I hated about it. And I tried a couple times on my pillow, though it wasn't really that comfortable. But still, the way I'm gripping though, it only hurts inside my hands, along the fingers though. And yeah, it is great for punching. Number 14, keys. And for quick explanations, you can easily use it as a clinch in your fist and aim it at their eyes, anywhere in the vulnerable spots. No, I'm not gonna say it. You guessed it, balls. Your opponent's ball. Let's just say, well, you don't have anything in our bag, but only your keys, and they're still begging you to give them money. Well, give them a very nice quality clinching way. In a fist way, you can just fist their eyes, penetrate their eyes like that, and yeah, you can get away with it. Number 15. Fire in the hole. Anyways, 15 in our list. which I don't know if you saw it, but controllers. Or let's say a home invader breaks into your home. Let's say he doesn't have much, but only his, his fists and hands in combat. And all you got is your controller. Let's say if a home invader invades your home while you're gaming, guess what? You just gotta end his life with a controller. Alright? All you gotta do, it all depends on how you grab this thing. Alright? The one I have is from the Logitech one. I don't know, I bought it for like $700. Who gives a shit? But anyways, so you just grab it somehow and you can just hit them their heads or anywhere. And if it breaks, it's your miserable day and it's not my fault. Alright, you killed yourself. But anyways, so yeah, basically using a controller that's similar as a PS4, let's say, it depends in the end how you grab it, alright? The grip though is not gonna be that comfortable as you wanna hit him. And as always, what are we gonna say? One last time. Hit them in their balls. And that way you save your day. Why I'm saying the balls? Well, you can stun them. And the biggest advantage is you can run away before they get up again. And nightmare starts over again. List is, if you are, like me, who doesn't feel senseless about his time, or get lost in their time, and maybe you may even travel back in time, and you don't know what the time is. So you look at your watch and you realize your watch is also dead. Well, you find yourself in a situation where two aliens staring at you, want to capture you, and your only weapon is a watch. Well, what am I gonna do with that thing? Good question. You guessed it. You can still use it more like as a brass knuckle style, to fist their opponent. So, yeah, all you gotta do is adjust the wrist level of this thing, and put it in a position where you feel a bit comfortable with it. Don't make it too tight, nor too wide. So, yeah, just grab this thing, and your one of the weapons can be as a watch, unless if it's not expensive like Rolex and though. But if you're careless as me, then yeah, this thing can definitely deliver. But the only advantage is it's not that kind of, it can't last long, all right? And it's not that comfortable. That's really the con of it. Throughout anything I've tried out, this thing is not that comfortable for punching. Yeah, it depends on the shape and it depends on the design. And the last comfortability with this thing is the least of it. Okay. Oh shit. Anyway, let me tell you, this one is very silly, but in a very emergency situation, it's very dangerous. Alright, let's get straight to the point. Shit, Sherlock. Alright, what is the hour? 17. 17 on our list is sea phones. What is sea phones? Let me show you up. The one you flushes with your pee-pee and stuff, the one you wets your pee-pee and your butty, your peanut butter. Hold on, let me grab it for you so you understand before the... I said, oh shit. It wets my goddamn... What a mess. Anyways, at least it's water, that's good. Not cum. Anyways, yeah, these. You grab it from your... Gee, shit. So you grab it from your bathroom and use it as a whip. Surprisingly enough, it will be like the buckles or anything similar to whips. But imagine if a whip was made out of a complete steel. This thing can whip it out. And if you can whip your own opponents out, then yes, this thing is one of a kind. You regret nothing doing it.